Hey everybody, Sister Fantastic here. Welcome to Palette Promenade. Today I want to go into more than just a palette. But anyway, for the palette's sake, I haven't really done like a Christmas in July themed video this month. So I thought, well, I would use some things from my BeBella's mystery box. And this little palette right here came in it. And it's titled imsnowcute, which is filled with all these beautiful neutrals. So there we go. So Mocha Mousse is the Pantone color of the year, and so I want to focus like on some of these browns today, and I want to try some of these products from the BeBella's box. I got some really nice things. Did an unboxing of everything that's in the box, and I will try to find that video. It may be a Sunday night live stream, but anyway, I'll link it up in the cards. Okay, we're going to get started with the All Day Seal Face Primer. This is a blurring primer from them, and it looks like a clear gel, and it doesn't take much at all, just a pea-sized amount. So anyway, I'm just going to apply that with my fingertips and mainly hit this T-zone area where I need my pores to disappear. And I've already done some skincare, so I'm good there. And so I'm just going to blend outward from the center of my face with that primer. So that's all you need. Just a little pea-sized amount. And there was a setting spray that came also. And so we will get into that and try that here in a little bit. Okay, let me just set that down for right now. Okay, now they didn't send me a foundation. So, but I do have a new foundation that I want to try. And this is from my BoxyCharm. Was it my BoxyCharm? I believe it was. Anyway, it's a stick foundation from LYS, and I want to try this and see how it's going to do. It looks like a pretty good match. It's in the shade LN3. I do like these products from LYS very much. I have several, and everything that I've, tried, I've really liked. So, this is a retractable. So it goes up and down, which is handy. A cute little triangle shape, which is their signature shape. So let me just grab a brush, and we're going to blend this in. Let's see how good it covers. So, very nice color. Very good color for me. Okay, so there's that. Oh my gosh, that was easy. Alright, so while we're using the LYS foundation, I'll go in with their concealer. I have this one right here. It's called the Triple Fix Brightening Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. And it works really well. So I'm just going to hit the circles today. And I slept fairly well last night. I woke up really groggy this morning though. I felt like I needed a great big giant cup of coffee. But I'm trying to cut back on caffeine. And so I didn't drink any coffee. I haven't had any caffeinated drinks at all. And I've just been drinking water in an effort to detox. I do that every now and then. It's like, I feel kind of icky, It's like you have bad sleep going on, and you just feel icky during the day because of it. And, you know, when you get into that cycle where you want to take naps during the day, and then there you go again, you know, the next night, because you've drank coffee and because you've taken a nap, you're in a bad place. All right, I'm going to go in with the OPV translucent setting powder, and I'm just going to use a puff here, and we're just going to set this down. So I like putting the powder on the puff and then rubbing it on the back of my hand to smooth it out on the puff, and then apply the powder to my face. That way it's not all cakey looking. So the main area is, of course, the concealer, and then the T-zone area where my foundation breaks up the quickest. Now, this is the first time I've ever used this foundation, so we will see. We will see what happens. But anyway, I'm going to go for a matte look today, just to give that foundation a fair shot. And just like that, we've got the base down. Okay, now let me use an eyeshadow primer, and we're going to get into this palette. And then there's several products that came in the box that I want to use today. There's a blush palette. There's 4 different blushes. Here, let me show you. And so we'll choose 1 or 2 of these. There they go. Oh my gosh, they are so pretty. So we'll see. I've got some new brushes. I've got an eyebrow pomade from BeBella's. It's in the shade Blonde, which is normally a shade I don't go for, but it looks kind of taupey-like. Like it may work. So anyway, I did brush a little on the back of my hand, and the color appealed to me. So I'm going to do my brows, and they have 3 brushes. One of them is an eyebrow brush, and I'll be doing my brows and using this brush during the break, and then I'll come back and give you my thoughts on that. Okay, so for right now, what I want to do is apply some eyeshadow primer. I'm going in with the Beauty Crop Stuck On You, and I'm going to do a neutral look today. Maybe with a really pretty shimmer on the lid from the palette. When you think of a Christmas palette, you think of reds and greens, you know, and all those type of colors. But there's also shimmery whites and silvers and golds. And so this palette has all of those things. So again, let's take a look at it. There is some really pretty shimmers, that whole row right there. And then this white one. And there's some others down here. And this black is intense, y'all. I've already touched it. Anyway, this bottoms up color, it looks like a charcoal gray, but it like that might have a little bit of like navy blue in it. So that's, you know, a unique color to the palette. But anyway, for right now, what I want to do is I want to take this fluffy brush, and I've got some fluffy brushes from SL Miss Glam that I want to try out too. So I may reach for one of those as well. But anyway, I'm going to take this basic color called Dashing Through right there. And I'm going to lay that in the crease. And I like BeBella. I don't know why I don't order from them more often. Probably because they're overseas. I think they are. Anyway, that's pretty. Well, like a good camel brown. Anyway, their mystery boxes to me are really good. And I ordered, if I recall correctly, I ordered 2 mystery boxes. I ordered the $50 one and the $25 one, and I just compiled all of the products together in the larger box just to consolidate things. And so, but again, that unboxing, I think I did that on a Sunday night Skin Treats, now that I recall. And I shared all the products. You know, I like taking my time when I get 2 boxes together like that and not feel so rushed to produce, you know, a 15 or a 20-minute video. So it's more relaxing, you know, on a live stream. And the other good thing about live streams is that you don't have to edit if you don't want to. You can edit after the live stream, you know, has been completed. You can take it into the YouTube editor and edit, but I never do that. I just post it, and that way everybody can see what we were talking about, and you know. But anyway, I set it up to where the subscribers only can come in and chat, and that way I can avoid the trolls and stuff. And but then once it's posted, it's public and anybody can watch it, and they can decide if they want to be a part of, you know, my community. Okay, I feel like I'm missing brows. I am missing brows. But anyway, I'm going to do my brows after I do the eye look. Okay, now I'm going to go into, I think, one of these BeBella's brushes. And I want to use this kind of like, it's a short, stubby, dense one. And I want to go into this shade called Ho Ho Ho. Ho Ho Ho. That's what Santa says. He says ho ho ho. Okay, we're going to go deep into the crease here. So keep in mind, I have hooded eyes, so deep into the crease for me means when I open my eyes, you can see that color that I'm laying down still poking through, which means I still have to carry it pretty high up. And I can always add more if I need to. But that's pretty. It's kind of nice and warm. All right, let's do this other eye. I want to produce a Christmas look, but it like something neutral, like maybe for any occasion, you know, like you could wear it to a family gathering or an office party, or you know, a get together with friends in the evening, you know, and maybe a gift exchange or something like that. And I, you know, something very wearable but yet festive. So those are the key words for this video. Wearable yet festive. Maybe just a little more right there. Okay, so we got some good brown going on. I need to blend a little more right there, it seems like. And I'm just kind of creating a rounded shape today. Okay. Now, let me switch brushes. And let me use this other one from BeBella. This is it's like a flat brush, but it's got a really nice tip to it. And I think what I want to do is I want to go into this really dark chocolatey brown. It's called Some More Chocolate. Right down here. And I'm just going to put this on the tip of the brush. And I'm going to go underneath the lash line. And right out here on this outer edge of the lid, like a inverted faux eyeliner. This is one of my favorite things to do with eyeshadow. Just use the eyeshadow as like an eyeliner. And I'm not really going for a wing, but you know, I just want to like give the eyes some definition. Okay. So the light may seem kind of bright today. We just cleaned our window and the blinds and everything, and the sun, it's one of those days that it's cloudy, but the sun is still bright. So it's like a overcast kind of a sunshine. And I closed the blinds like halfway just so that all of the light wouldn't be coming in, and it's still bright. But it's fairly early too in the day. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do with that brush. And that's a really nice brush, by the way, too. Now I'm going to take a fluffy brush from BeBella. It's just a fluffy eyeshadow brush. And I want to do something like on the brow bone. And I think I want to go with a let me swatch this. Stunting on Ice. That is so pretty. It's got like a little bit of gold in it. It's a really pretty white shimmer. I think I'm going to use it, but I'm going to use it on this fluffy brush, and I'm just going to apply it like pretty lightly as like a highlight shade, and there's some gold in it. It's white, but there's gold in it, so maybe you can see it once I get it up against that brown. Just a really light, like a champagne kind of color. Very nice. This is really pretty. I normally wait and highlight my brow bone area after I've done my brows, but I'm doing it while I'm here. Okay. Now there's a couple of golds in the palette. This one called Nice-ish. Right here, it's like a yellow gold. I think that's the one I want to go with. Let me just swatch a couple here. There's Nice-ish. Ooh, look at that. And then there's this one called Miss Naughty, which is like a more of a traditional shiny gold. I may mix those. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. We'll put this bright one here in the center. And we'll use the light one for the inner corner. And that's how you use two when you can't decide. It's all about the gold today. Isn't that gorgeous? BeBella does such a good job. Okay, now the inner corner. These are like metallics, really. I could really build those up and really make them pop. Let's get that inner corner a little bit better. Okay. Now I'm just going to take that first brush that I used, and I'm just going to blend just that line right there, just to make everything come together just a little bit better. All right. Okay, this is the basic eye look. I need to do a little cleanup right there where it transferred down to my lower lash line, but oh my gosh. Let me just swatch this other gold. It's called North Pole. It's like a pressed glitter. Just want to see what it looks like. Look at that. Holy moly. Holy moly. And it's one of those ones where you really need like a glitter glue, because it's hard for it to transfer. But anyway, there they are. All those pretty golds. That stunting on ice is stunning. Okay, let me wipe off my fingers and my hand. And I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go and do rest of my my brows. And then I'll come back with you guys and we'll work on blush. I got this blush from this blush palette, and I've got Lippies lip products to use with you guys. And then we'll just wrap things up from there. Be back soon. Okay, y'all, I'm back. This is the finished eye look. I love this look. I think it's so pretty. This is one of the few times that you'll actually see me wear like yellow, but this is like a yellow gold and it's sparkly, and I like that. And I just don't really care for yellows too much, but I do like this one. Okay, I'm looking really pale. I don't have any blush or bronzer or anything like that on. So let's do that, and let me grab a blush brush. And before I add any bronzer, I want to do the blush from the BeBella Blushed Color Quad palette. And this is in, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it says light. So for light complexions. I was pretty amazed that they sent a blonde colored eyebrow pomade, which goes really well with my complexion and my hair and everything. So I'm really pleased with that. The brush worked really nice in applying it, and of course the spoolie on the other end helped to, you know, smooth out any places that I felt like were uneven. So I'm really happy with those products. The palette, I love the palette. Oh my gosh, their palettes are the bomb. All right, now I want to do a cheek look, and I'm not sure exactly which one to go into. I'm kind of leaning towards that pink right there. And it looks like it might have a little bit of a sheen to it. So let's just see what happens. Yeah, I believe it does have a sheen to it, which is going to pretty much eliminate the need for a highlighter. But I think I'm still going to need some bronzer. Look at that. That is so gorgeous. So it's pretty pigmented, even for light complexions. I don't want to overdo it today. Maybe next time I'll try this peachy looking one down here. And but anyway, I think I am going to enjoy this little palette. Okay, bronzer. I need some bronzer. And then we're going to do lips together. So let me go into this one that I've been using here lately from Ofra. This little quad right there. I like that matte one right there. And when I first got this little trio, I really didn't think I was going to like it too much. I thought that the bronzer looked kind of dark, but it blends out really nice. And I gotta have some color back into my face because that foundation, it gave me an even skin tone in a major way. But Mama needs some color. Okay. That's better. Okay, I'm not going to overdo it on the bronzer today. I feel like I got an eyelash in my eye. Okay, let's do lips. I have a lip liner that came in the mystery box. It's called Boss Mode. And it's like a rosy brown. And I think it's going to work good for this look. We'll see. So let me fill in the corners. Because I like this color. And do an X right there in the middle and a line right through the center of the bottom lip just to help them look a little bit fuller. Now, for lip gloss, BeBella has the prettiest lip glosses. The one that came in the box is called Plastic Princess. And I already have that one. And I've used it. So I'm not going to use it today, but I am going to let you all know that this is going to be going into a giveaway. So let me set that aside. The highlighter that came, I wanted to say this. The highlighter that came in the mystery box is, I think, too dark for me. And I don't want to swatch it and not use it. But anyway, let me remove this little plastic cover. But there it is right there. And I think it's going to be too much for my skin tone. So I'm going to pass this along as well. So I'm going to set that aside for giveaway items. I've got a few things that have accumulated. And of course, y'all know that I've got my 1,500 subscriber giveaway. I've got all those things already set aside and ready to go. But those things are going to be separate right there. Okay, back to the lips. There's another lip gloss here. It's called It's Complicated. And I think this one's going to be more suitable. There is another choice. It's called It Must Be Cindy, which is this really pretty light pink, which I don't really want to go that direction today either. But their lip glosses are so nice. But anyway, let's do this one today. It looks brown. Stunning. What a gorgeous color. Oh my gosh. I'm in love with this lipstick. Okay. Y'all, I'm skipping the highlighter today because of that glowy cheek product. But I am going to use this setting spray. It's an all-day seal that came in the subscription box. I'm going to shake this up. Get it going. There we go. All right. Whew. Powerful. It's powerful. Okay, I need to fan this dry. Woo. So anyway, just a really light cheek today. I didn't really go overboard on the cheek products. I could have probably applied more bronzer because I am still looking kind of pale, but that's the life of a fair complexion girl. And if I get out in the sun, I usually get sunburned and peel, and then I might get like golden brown. There was a lipstick that came. I wanted to share this with you. It's called Intuition. Really light. And it's a beautiful package. Look at this component. It's so sparkly. And it's retractable. But it almost looks like a concealer. And these type of colors really don't look good on me. So I may pass this along as well. Okay, y'all, I finished everything up, and I just wanted to say that the eye look is really conventional, really, to be honest. But you can't get enough neutrals. And I just love the way that these apply. This shadow right here, which is called Miss Naughty, is the one that I used for the inner corner highlight while I was on the break. And that black did not come to play, y'all. I was scared to use it in this look, but maybe I will for the next time because I didn't want to go too dramatic. Anyway, I have an eyeliner on in the waterline. It's from Real Her, and it's called I Am Resilient. EYE. I Am Resilient. Anyway, it's really pretty, and I think it finished off the look really nice. The mascara that I'm using today is one that I've been trying out for about a month or so now. It's from Birdie Lashes. And there's two different brushes. There's one for the top, which is curved. I love this brush. It really gives a lift to the lashes, and it coats all of them at one time. And then the other wand is really small, which is great for the bottom lashes. And it's a tubing. I sneezed while I was on the break just now, so my eyelashes are wet. But anyway, it's a tubing mascara, and so if it does get wet, like what happened just now, it just, you can just wipe it away. So, not my favorite kind of mascara. I prefer waterproof because I do sneeze and my eyes do water, occasionally. But I do like that formula. I mean, it dries down really good and it adds a lot of volume. I did add a liquid eyeliner to the top before I applied the lashes, just to help the lash line look a little bit more polished off. So that was from Lorella. Okay, I wanted to mention that in the box, the BeBella box, there's a pair of lashes. Look at these floofers, y'all. And I chose not to wear them today. I just went in with a pair that I've had going for a while now. This is from the Kiru Miru off of Amazon. And I've used them in all my videos. So anyway, I can show you what the package looks like. Comes in a package of that looks like this. There's a lot of pairs here. There's 14 pairs. And anyway, they're going to last a while. Okay, that is it. I enjoyed the brushes. I enjoyed all the makeup products. I love this lipstick. I love the eyeshadows. I love the eyebrow product. You know, everything. The blush, everything. Everything. The setting spray, the primer, everything. Everything from BeBella was super, super nice. There were some sponges that also came in the box. There was about 6 or 8 sponges. And, let's see. I feel like I'm forgetting something. But anyway, maybe I'll think of it as we go along. Because I'll be coming back to these palettes and using them some more. There was another palette that came in the larger box called the After Dark palette. And it's got like, it's a lot of darker type colors, which is going to be great for fall, I think, and winter, because all those pretty blues. Anyway, I mean, you could use it any time of the year, but I chose not to use it today. I wanted to do Christmas in July. So anyway, all right, y'all, that is it for me today. Kind of a long video. Hope you enjoyed it. And your time is precious to me. I appreciate it so much. And I just want to say thank you very much for all that YouTube love. All right, y'all, have a great day. God bless you today is my prayer. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.